You can see on the satellite imagery here, we've had an increase of shower and thunderstorm activity near the center of the storm, and the U.S. Air Force Reserve hurricane hunters have been flying into the Ophelia this afternoon and have given us some data that's shown that the system has strengthened. Maximum sustained winds are now up to around 70 miles per hour. We've seen the pressure falling. System is now looking more like a tropical cyclone, and but you can still see it has this large outer circulation, this large band of wind and rain that's advancing north, well north of the center up into the mid-Atlantic states. But we're increasingly concerned about the potential for some very strong tropical storm winds, a possibility of even hurricane conditions along portions of the North Carolina coast as we go through tonight and early Saturday. The new information here is we have a hurricane watch that's been issued from north of Surf City to Ocracoke Inlet. So that's Onslow and Carteret counties in North Carolina. It's places like Topsail Beach, Morehead City, Beaufort, over to Cape Lookout. That's where we could see hurricane conditions. It's possible that Ophelia could get up to near hurricane strength. It's only 5 miles per hour short right now. So that is an area where we're increasingly concerned about the potential for more significant wind impacts. Could be some structural damage, certainly some power outages here across portions of eastern North Carolina. And we're expecting the center of Ophelia to reach the coast sometime early Saturday morning here in that hurricane watch area. We have a tropical storm warning in effect. We have expanded the storm surge warning now to cover other portions of the North Carolina Outer Banks, but basically all of the Outer Banks of North Carolina, much of the coastline of Virginia on the bay side of the Chesapeake Bay, including the James, the York, the Rappahannock, portions of the lower Potomac rivers. Pamlico and Albemarle Sounds are under a storm surge warning in the dark purple color here, and that's indicative of the expectation of the danger of life-threatening inundation from water moving over normally dry ground. And we can see we're especially concerned here in portions of the Pamlico and Neuse rivers on the west side of the Pamlico Sound. We can see 4 to 6 feet of inundation above ground level. On the rainfall front, we're expecting widespread heavy rainfall totals, 3 to 5 inches, isolated amounts as high as 7 inches across portions of eastern North Carolina, southeastern Virginia, basically along and east of I-95. And those rainfall totals will be a little lower, but still widespread, 2 to 4 inches back into central Virginia, the Washington, D.C. metro area, Baltimore, up along the I-95 corridor into the mid-Atlantic states, even up into the New York City region, 1 to 3 inches as we get later into the weekend into portions of southern New England. In terms of the impacts from the rainfall, we're most concerned about the potential for flash flooding. Could be isolated significant impacts from flash flooding across portions of coastal North Carolina tonight and into early Saturday. And then in portions of southeastern Virginia, the Richmond metro area, we're concerned about from Saturday into Saturday night and Sunday. On the tornado front, we do have the risk of tornadoes. Most likely, if we were to see any, would be over the North Carolina Outer Banks, the coastal North Carolina region, and up into the Tidewater region of Virginia.